This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and far. We keeping a foot on the whoop on the geeks. We keeping a foot on the whoop on the geeks. Let's talk about it, man. This is what I was talking about. Look at this betrayer of the race right behind me. Let me say it again. Look at this betrayer of the race right behind me. First and foremost, clearly early learning has left this motherfucker. Coon and buffoon. Learn how to fucking spell. His name is not Jermall. It's Jermall. Let me say it again. It's not Jamal. It's Jermall. Not spelled Jamal. It's spelled Jermall. Let me say it again. Not Jamal. Jermall. He's Jermall. Jermall Charlo, not Jermall Charlo. This is the problem with Rudy fucking Pooh and Plum Plum brains. Classic fucking notes and troglodytes. Ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetorics. You can't take them seriously. This is what I was talking about. Cinnamon dust of a horchata. Basically, cinnamon toast crunch fanboys. They don't even care about their own black people. Now, correction, Asante L. Jermall Charlo's been ducked since 2013. I know you said 8 years. 2013, if you do the math, is 2022. It's 9 years. I understand that your math is a little off. You got an 8. Maybe you need to go back to arithmetic. You don't owe me though. But it's 9 fucking years of duckage. Let me say it again. 9 years of duckage. If you subtract 22 minus 13, 9 years of duckage. This is a travesty. This is a shame. This right here explains to you guys what He Knows Everything's been saying. Why, when it comes to black fighters, they get to get ducked as long as they get ducked like Jermall Charlo, not Jamal, Jermall Charlo. In Lions only fashion. But when it's all said and done, if the shoe was on the other foot, y'all would have been saying, keep that same energy, dog. Let me say it again. Keep that same energy, dog. Let me explain why. Because Jermall Charlo is reminiscent of what black men self-hate themselves from. Let me say it again. Jermall Charlo is reminiscent of what black men self-hate themselves from. They hate themselves. When you hate yourself, you will hate anything that showcases unapologetic strength variations of yourself. Jermall Charlo is an unapologetic brother. He told you he doesn't give a fuck that he's A, B, C, D side. I don't give a fuck if I even come up from under the floor. I'm the hitman. Whoosh. That gave me goosebumps when this motherfucker said it. Basically, let's step into the fucking ring. Let's stop the bullshit and the fuck shit. When a guy talks like that, you cannot say that he's ducking. You have to look at the other counterpart and say, a DuckTales, woo! A DuckTales, woo! There's a stranger out to find you. There's a stranger out to find you. What to do is grab on you some DuckTales, woo! You gotta look at the other motherfucker and say, he's a DuckTales. Jermall Charlo's doing everything that he's supposed to get this fight going. Why hasn't Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Cinnamon Dust of a fucking horchata of an Alvarez stepped up to the plate? In our line of work, we say it's the things that make you say, It's the things that make you say, We ask it in its most visceral form of cold-heartedness, unadulteratedness, and cutthroat telling fashion variationness. That when it's all said and done, Jermall Charlo is not doing what he's supposed to. Because if he was doing everything that he was supposed to, then we would know that Jermall Charlo was serious. Jermall Charlo is doing every fucking thing that he's supposed to. See, this is what cinnamon dust of a fucking horchata of an Alvarez. This is what Cinnamon Toast Crunch fanboys want you to think that he's not. But in actuality, he is. We need to put the pressure, limited pressure. Because pressure does what? Eat versus heights. With Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the pressure belongs on him. Because he's not holding serve and holding court to the idealisms, to the value of what the middleweight division represented. The middleweight division is a transcending division in boxing. The middleweight division represents what Marvin Hagler made it, what Roy Jones Jr. made it, what Bernard Hopkins made it, what Andre Ward at the super middleweight division made it. It's transcending. But you have a Cinnamon Toast Crunch that wants rehydration clauses, catch weights, wounded animals, cherry pickers, stripping you of a 9 to 13 week training camp. A guy that sits here basically tells you if you're not going to do a paid to lose, a super paid to lose, a rehydration clause. Basically, if you're not going to sit here and understand that the boxing judging gifting decision and the boxing judges are going to be in my fucking pocket, we're not going to fight. That I'm going to have the Mexican mafioso, the Las Vegas mafioso on my back, and they're going to defend me. We're not going to fight. Canelo Alvarez can make the biggest payday of his life, $50 to $60 million. Of course, Jermall Charlo is going to make anywhere between, like I told you guys, in that fight. That's why I told you. Al Heyman has taught these motherfuckers well. Never take the first offer. Jermall Charlo is going to make anywhere between 25 to 30. And a prediction, King Strikes. And a prediction, King Strikes. And then he knows everything. Tell you this. He's gonna make anywhere between 25 and 30 million. But Jermall Charlo will gladly take that B-side money because he understands Lions only fashion. He will obliterate Canelo Alvarez. He's not coming there to be laid down like no damn sleeping fucking lion. He's not being laid to the fucking pasture like an old lion. He's a young lion ready to come into his fucking pride. And then Lions only fashion, he's going to obliterate Canelo Alvarez. He's going to beat the living shit out of him. If Canelo Alvarez was everything that you guys said that he was, he would duck this guy for 9 years. 9 means the number of judgment. This is judgment time. This is the fact that this guy's ducked Jermall Charlo for that long. That tells you that Jermall Charlo petrifies. And he scares Cinnamon Toast Crunch. He scares cinnamon dust of a fucking horchata of an Alvarez. Even he out of his own mouth called him a great champion. Eddie Reynoso said, this is a super fight. Eddie Reynoso called Jermall Charlo a great champion. Leonard Ellaby said Canelo Alvarez would not be itching to get into the ring with Jermall Charlo. There's a reason for that. Because Jermall Charlo transcends weight class after weight class. He has the power. He has the strength. He has the true grit. And Jermall Charlo knows with his athleticism and explosion, he can legitimately hurt Cinnamon Toast Crunch, cinnamon dust of a fucking horchata of an Alvarez. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, cinnamon dust of a fucking horchata of an Alvarez knows this. This is why he won't even step into the ring with Jermall Charlo, because he knows he will be obliver-fucking-rated. He will be Dama-fucking-nated. He will be Terma-fucking-nated. And he will be excoriated up out of the ring. I keeps the foot on the whoop on the geeks. I keeps the foot on the whoop on the geeks. 9 years of duckage? Nah. Jermall Charlo keeps the foot on the whoop on the geeks. Jermall Charlo keeps the foot on the whoop on the geeks. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.